Hello everybody out there and welcome back to another weekly comic book haul. I am abnormally chipper tonight for a Sunday evening. But anyway, we've got a fair amount of physical books. We've got a nice amount of digital books. But before we get into any of the books, really quickly, a couple of updates and news pieces from us. After checking out all the books we have this week, which we have a lot, especially Michael, I know for a fact. We, over the next month, for the month of May, we're going to be really stepping back and looking at the list of all the books we read. And I think we're going to have to start making cuts. And it's honestly not about cuts because of money. It's cuts because we are reading a lot. And it's taking a while for this channel's review to go up. I mean, by the time we do Tuesday nights Frontline Live, I feel like we have our nearly definitive top 5. I'd like to say sometimes I'll miss a book, or I hadn't read a book yet that might have made it into that number 5 spot. But yeah, we just realized we're reading a lot, and with DC Rebirth coming, they don't put comics in it. We really want to have a nice free, a couple of free slots, because we don't know what we're going to be keeping, what we're going to be dropping, what we're going to be enjoying, and what we're not going to be enjoying. And we don't want to overpile an already pretty stacked pile of books. And you know, I sat down once and I compared my Marvel pile to my DC and indie pile combined, and not because of the different amount of titles, but the amount of books Marvel releases in a single month. It's absolutely astronomical, and that's a lot of reading, and it's crazy. So we might be moving certain series to trade. I don't know. We're really going to look at series and debate what we're keeping and what we're dropping. I've been cutting books left and right, but there's still a few books I'm reading where I'm 50-50 on. So we'll see what happens. Just be aware that there might be some cuts by the end of May going into June for DC Rebirth. I always say that. I got to stop that. It's actually called DC Universe Rebirth. But anyway, also other news. Tonight, which is Sunday night, I will be recording or live streaming the grand finale to Metro 2033 Redux. We recorded part 5 last night. Today will be part 6. And I didn't realize how close to the end we actually were. We are actually, I believe, about 4 or 5 chapters away from completion. So tonight, I made the announcement on Twitter. I made the announcement on Facebook. I'm making the announcement here, so it'll be on YouTube as well. We will probably be live streaming the last part to Metro 2033 tonight. Look forward to a review I have, not an interview, a review I have for Comic Frontline. That will be up tomorrow morning. It was supposed to go up today, but I decided to push it one more day, and you guys will know why when you see the review. Dark Avenger Live was a lot of fun. However, for those of you that watched Dark Avenger Live off live as a video, I had to unfortunately edit out all of the Star Fox Zero footage due to Nintendo's YouTube policy. They don't like when people share their video games online. I don't know why. It's either that or they just want to double dip and make more money. They want free advertisement plus revenue for that advertisement, which it's been like that for a while, but what can you do? And speaking of video games, Michael and I, for Zone 4, we'll be recording our first episode together for Hit Points once Michael gets through some more Star Fox and analyzes the game a bit more. So sometime by the middle to end of next week, we might have Hit Points recorded. I know Mike wants to play more Star Fox and get a feel for it. I'll give my take on Metro 2033. And we'll have other things to discuss. Michael and I are working on that. And Brant is still going to be on the show from time to time as well. It really just depends on scheduling and what Brant's played. And we will be covering E3, though. I believe all 3 of us will be covering E3, which is in June. Let's think. Any other news? Comic Frontline, expect anything. I do have, like I said, that review that will be going up on Monday morning. Live stream tonight for Metro 2033. If you missed the live stream for Metro 2033, don't worry. The video, the post video, will be available over on Frontline Gaming Zone. I just posted Part 5 to Frontline Gaming Zone, so that's available right now. And Part 6 will be up tomorrow at Monday afternoon, depending on when you're watching this. If you're watching this video halfway through the week, it's already on Frontline Gaming Zone. Go check it out. it's always hard to talk with these videos because I don't know when people are watching this. You could be watching this a year from now, and it's been on Frontline Gaming Zone for a while, so I'm weird. Anyway, let's get into the books this week before I completely lose myself. We're going to start off with my indie books. We've got Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Season 10, issue number 26. Really enjoying Buffy. I decided to jump into the, the Demon Chicken Pollo one-shot from Chew, since we don't have the Chew ongoing series right now. Got Huck, issue number 6, which is the grand finale to the first story arc. Which I don't know if they're coming back with a volume 2, but we'll have to wait and see. We've got Godzilla, Edge of Oblivion, is it? Or just Oblivion? Godzilla Oblivion, issue number 2. Love the cover, and I'm loving me some Godzilla from IDW. Back to the Future, issue number 7. Finally, we have a ongoing story from them. Finally improved the book. There might be another. There are 2 books that are not on this list that I would like to mention that might end up in the review at some point. First one being from Titan Comics, which is The Troop, and then there is another book which I don't know if I actually have it, but anyway, there might be another honorable mention later on. But anyway, Mike will be doing Insufferable, issue number 3, which we know came out last week, but Mike played catch up and he finally caught up. We've got Savage Dragon, issue number 213. Mike's got Escape from Monster Island, issue number 3. I feel like I forgot to take a picture of the book that I wanted to give an honorable mention to. But anyway, I'll do it on the review show then. We got Hellchild, issue number 2 from Zenoscope. Big Trouble in Little China, issue 23. Bloodshot Reborn, issue number 12. We've got Divinity the Second, number 1. Mike's going to be trying that one out. Exo Man of War, issue 46. Mike's been loving Exo Man of War. I tell you, that book has been off the hook amazing. I'm a couple of issues behind Michael, but it's been awesome. Tomb Raider, 2016, number 2.
3.
Then I've got Robin, Son of Batman, issue number 11. Titans Hunt, issue number 7. Enjoying Titans Hunt so much. I'm really excited to see where this leads into with the rebirth. Got Captain Marvel, issue number 4. Oh, I do have a picture of it. Now I remember which one it was. Extraordinary X-Men, issue number 9. Honorable mention might go to Guardians of Infinity, issue number 5. This is one of the books that I think might be on my drop list, or at least a casual read list instead of a review list. Okay, we got Nova, issue number 6. I've been really enjoying Nova. Star Wars Obi-Wan and Anakin, issue number 4. Been really enjoying that series. Mike's got Deadpool, issue number 10. Deadpool Mercs for Money, issue number 3, which this is a book Michael might be letting go because it's no longer a miniseries, it's an ongoing. Power Man and Iron Fist, issue number 3. Silk, issue number 7, continuing Spider-Women Alpha. Or Spider-Women, I should say, in general. We've got Deadpool Spider-Man, issue number 4. This is a miniseries. I love how Mike's making like hand gestures and stuff behind the camera. Amazing Spider-Man and Silk, The Spider Effect. This is a Marvel Infinite Comics, issue number 7. This is the digital before physical. And then Mike's going to possibly be giving an honorable mention to Martian Manhunter with issue 11. Hyperion, issue number 2.
Both of us.
And that's all for the digital. Free in your local comic shops 2 weeks ago, which we finally got from Midtown Comics. They put it in last week. The DC Comics Preview Magazine. I finally got my hands on the free DC Comics Rebirth, Life, Death, and the Threat No One Saw Coming. It's basically a magazine setting you guys up for Rebirth, and then also, of course, because it is a previews magazine, they do the whole previews part. I really like the picture. I believe this is going to be the variant cover to DC Rebirth, the one-shot, the 80-page one-shot. So I'm glad I got my hands on this. This is more of a magazine. Everybody's talked about this already in depth, so unfortunately I'm late to the party, but it's not my fault. I kind of, you know, this is why we switch over to DCBS. But I also heard it wasn't really Midtown's fault, that DC really allocated these pretty damn well. Okay, so we've got Street Fighter Unlimited issue number 5. Mike's been loving this series out of you, Don. We've got Wonder Woman issue number 51. I've been loving Wonder Woman. Meredith Smith's been doing an amazing job. One more issue to go for Wonder Woman, and then Wonder Woman is done. Got Action Comics 51. This is part 3 to the I don't know what we're calling this, the ending of the new 52 Superman. I don't know. It's the search for Supergirl. Now this is a Superman book I can wrap my mind around, and that is Superman American Alien issue number 6 of 7. I'm loving this series by Max Landish. I'm really sad to see the series go with one more issue. Finally back from its hiatus, Invincible issue 127. And after reading this issue, I'm not going to spoil anything, but you could tell that Kirkman puts his characters through hell. And that's all I'm going to say. Save it for the review. And then the only other Superman book that I love reading, and that should be in any fans of Superman, real Superman comics, and that is Superman Lois and Clark issue number 7. This is the Superman book. The Superman book that wasn't ongoing, but then Dan Jurgens said was a miniseries, but technically is going all the way till DC Comics Rebirth, so you can argue that this wasn't ongoing, but is ending because of Rebirth. Maybe that's why they called it a miniseries. I don't know. They didn't want to clue people in, but this is a miniseries, and American Alien's been going really well. And with that, that's all the books we got for this week's haul. Look forward to the Dark Avenger haul, which for this week has gone up already with Star Fox Zero and something else. Check it out on comicfrontline.com. Next week, we've got a bunch of things that are coming for the... You guys will see. I don't want to spoil anything, but it'll be really cool. You'll enjoy that Dark Avenger haul. That'll be on Comic Frontline. Subscription boxes should be coming soon as well, so look forward to Mystery Box Mayhem on Comic Frontline. All the boxes we did on this channel are now moving over to Comic Frontline. So remember, guys, expect anything from March over on Comic Frontline. Till next time, everybody, links in the description below. Check them out in your spare time. Feel free to comment below any of your thoughts on the books that I've showed here, any recommendations, etc., etc. Till next time, everybody, take care, keep reading, keep collecting, and I will see you guys really soon in the next video.